Hello there guys, you're watching Theme Park Worldwide, the show, and here we are at the world of theme parks. It's very scary, it's the brand new Dungeons experience, and we're going to be revealing more of it in next week's show. But coming up in this week's show, we've got the latest from the Smiler, the awesome new Marmalising roller coaster at Alton Towers Resort in Staffordshire. We're going to be going over to Hobbs Pit down at Pleasurewood Hills. I'm so scared right here, right now. And we're also going to be going over to America, SeaWorld, looking at their awesome new ride, and going to Disneyland Hong Kong and looking at their awesome new scary ride. It's Mystic Manor. It's all coming up here on Theme Park Worldwide, the show. My name's Sean Sandbrook, and that means it's time to cue those titles. Ah! So yes, hello there guys, and welcome to episode 12 of Theme Park Worldwide, the show, here on the Theme Park Worldwide YouTube channel. Now, as I mentioned in the intro there, we've got lots coming up throughout the show, so we're going to kick straight in with our UK theme park news. So yes, first in our UK theme park news, we're going to talk to you a little bit about the Smiler, which is the brand new world-beating roller coaster at Alton Towers. So obviously we had the press release and stuff a couple of weeks ago. We've been bringing you a lot here on Theme Park Worldwide from the Smiler at Alton Towers. So we know it's a 14 looping roller coaster, got lots of different effects and stuff like that around the ride, making it awesome. But we're nearly there, we're less than a week away from the opening now. The ride actually opens this Thursday on the 23rd at 10 AM. So it's all looking good down there at Alton Towers. All the finishing touches going in and stuff, which we're going to go through for you now. So since last week's episode, if you've not been watching our construction updates, you will see there's been quite a lot of changes down at the site. The actual entrance to the ride has gone in. There it is on your screen. You'll see all the entrance area to the ride. It's got like LED yellow lights in the side, and also like some white spotlights going across at each side. I'm sure that's going to look absolutely awesome at Scarefest, just like the rest of the Smiler. So that looks really good down there. Today they've also been putting some chevrons and stuff down on the site. So like your little yellow chevrons that you see on a road and stuff, they've been doing them underneath the Smiler. If you have played the Smiler game, you'll notice they've got like all the yellow sort of paintwork and stuff going around the concrete sections under the coaster. That's been going on over the weekend. So it looks really good down there at the site. Obviously the landscaping and stuff, that was starting to be done last week. As you can see on your screen there, they've really sort of finished that off. They put like the sort of chip work down on the floor, along with like some bushes, lots of stuff like that. And also there's been some testing of the audio. Now it's the general Smiler music you hear on the game with sort of added bits in and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm just going to show you a little bit of footage over the weekend from the construction down at the site, along with a listen to the awesome area audio for the Smiler. Really love that track there. It sounds really good and very atmospheric. We actually heard it testing over the weekend down in X Sector through the nice big speakers on the entrance there, and they're actually all the way down X Sector right to the ride's entrance, so there's lots of good music down there. It's really loud as well, proper pumping out. It's probably the loudest area audio we've seen at Alton Towers, if not in the UK, so it's really good to see them doing that. Now obviously last Friday night was the press night for the Smiler. There were quite a few celebrities and stuff headed up to Alton Towers. We didn't really hear too much from the press night, apart from Alton Towers did tweet a few photos over on the Twitter page, and it looked like there was a big party and stuff in the chapel. Looked like a brilliant night there for all the celebrities that went. So things with the Smiler really starting to hot up now. As I keep mentioning, not long to go, just 4 days until the coaster opens. We're going to be bringing you lots of coverage here on Theme Park Worldwide. If you haven't already, you can go back and watch the construction right from when the black hole tent was being demolished. which was sort of this time last year. Follow it all the way through 14 construction updates, following the whole construction of the ride. So it's really good to look back. We actually sat back the other night and looked through all our updates that we've done, and over on Facebook and Twitter as well. And it was really nice to sort of follow the coaster since it was sort of been born, really. Obviously we saw the plans for this ride a couple of years back now, and it's great to finally see it stood there in X sector, and it looks practically identical to the plans. The track obviously, you know, has changed a few different bits for the better, because we've had a few different inversions. We didn't expect that. We thought there was going to be 11 inversions, and they've put them in. And just a general overview, you know, we've had a few new bits. The Marmalizer looks different than the plans. They've got like the screen on there, which we didn't expect. It's a lot more yellow, and the themes sort of come out, and the station and stuff. It all looks very different than the plans, but in our opinion here at Theme Park Worldwide, we think it looks absolutely awesome. So that is all for the Smiler for now. In next week's show, we're going to be broadcasting from the Smiler site. It's going to be absolutely epic, and you can tune in on Thursday here on our YouTube channel, Facebook and Twitter pages for all the latest from the opening day of the Smiler. Now next up in our UK theme park news, we're going to talk to you a little bit about a brand new Merlin attraction which will be opening in a few weeks time, and that is Sea Life Manchester. Now we brought you a little bit on Sea Life Manchester before, sort of in a few episodes back, but we've got some more information for you guys, and especially for you guys who have Merlin annual passes. Now Sea Life, they're going to be doing a special preview event, and where you can be one of the first to go and experience the amazing underwater world. You can marvel at the incredible sea life, see turtles, nose to nose with sharks, and experience astonishingly close views of lots of rare species. So they've got this awesome new attraction. It's right next door to the Legoland Discovery Centre. If you've ever been to the Trafford Centre, really nice day out. It's somewhere you'd love to go. It's open till like 10 o'clock all the time as well. And you've got the attractions which tend to close around 7. So I assume the Sea Life will be the same as the Legoland Discovery Centre. It sort of is with the other Merlin clusters, like down in London where they've got the attractions near each other. They all tend to close around the same time. So the centre, it's nearly ready now, and on June the 1st they're going to be doing this special event. It's a preview event for Merlin annual pass holders, so we're going to try and get down there. We can't promise anything because of obviously all the commitments and stuff, but we are going to try our best to get down there. If not, as soon as it's open, we'll be down there. We'll bring you a video, and also part of Theme Park Worldwide, the show from the brand new attraction. Here at Theme Park Worldwide, we absolutely love Sea Life Centres. I think they're a really good midway attraction, and we can't wait to go and see the one at Manchester. Over 5,000 species in 30 different displays at this centre, so it's going to be a really good one to visit, and we can't wait to see this amazing new attraction. Now demand for this event's obviously going to be very, very high, especially now I've told you guys here on Theme Park Worldwide, because over 3,000 of you is going to know about it now. So yeah, it's pre-book only for this, so you can't just turn up. Tickets are limited to 1 per annual pass holder, but they recommend you book early. So if you contact Merlin and we're on the Sea Life page, you will be able to get to that with your Merlin annual pass. Here on the show, we'll keep you up to date with anything we hear from the midway attractions, including Sea Life Manchester. And of course, stay tuned here on the channel where we're bringing you live updates when we head down to visit. Now finally in our UK theme park news, we're going to talk to you a little bit about Hobbs Pit, which is at Pleasurewood Hills. We talked about it a couple episodes ago again, but we've had more updates. We've had a big press release from the park, so I thought it's only right for me to keep you updated here on Theme Park Worldwide, because that's what we do. We bring the latest theme park news to you, and this is going to be awesome. They're claiming it to be the UK's scariest ride, which is quite a big statement. And on Sunday the 2nd of June, Hobbs Pit will officially open, and it's going to be launched as part of the park's 30th anniversary celebrations. It's a £500,000, £500,000 investment, and so that's brilliant for this sort of small theme park to be doing this. And it's predicted that theme park enthusiasts will travel from all across the UK to come and experience Hobbs Pit. Over 2,000 people have already signed up to the Hobbs Pit page, and their mailing lists, getting all the updates and stuff on the website. Go and check out their website, by the way. Really good. There's some brilliant videos on there. We did show you one a couple of weeks back, but head over to the page, www.hobbspit.com. That's www.hobbspit.com. I'll put a link down in the description for you. Well, I'll take you out to the site just in case you can't remember that, because in about another 20 minutes when the show's finished, you know, it's you might have forgot. And we have Alex Camlin, who's the general manager of Pleasurewood Hills, said the ride is unique to the UK. It's the first dark ride to combine a walkthrough and a seated scare experience. So you're getting your walkthrough and you ride in there. It's not just either, which is really good, because you have lots of mazes at parks which is just a maze but you don't get a ride. Then you get awesome dark rides that don't have mazes. So, you know, it's going to be brilliant. He said the big question is, will you escape Hobbs Pit? So it's going to be an awesome journey through an old mine shaft. Can't wait to get down there. We will be getting down there later in the year, probably over the summertime. We'll bring that to you here on Theme Park Worldwide. So that is Hobbs Pit. Going to be an awesome addition to Pleasurewood Hills. We've had lots of investment going on there in the past few years, and it's nice to see some of the smaller parks in the UK and family run ones expanding in this way. That's all for now on Hobbs Pit at Pleasurewood Hills. So yes, it's time for Worldwide Theme Park News, and our first piece of Worldwide Theme Park News, we're going to be heading to SeaWorld Orlando. Now this is a park we never really mentioned here on the channel yet, but they've got a brand new area, it's just about to open, and that is Antarctica. So it's a brand new ride, it's currently open for the cast member previews, which leads us to think that it's going to open maybe next weekend or the weekend after, and they haven't actually announced anything yet. But we think there's going to be a soft opening. We love soft openings, of course we've had a few for UK rides, so we're hoping to see a soft opening for that, and of course we'll let you know if we do hear of it. But yeah, basically it's Empire the Penguin, big new sort of dark ride experience there at the park. You're going to be transported into the icy world like you've never seen before. You're going to experience the majestic grandeur of the South Pole and see it through penguins' eyes on an exhilarating, first of its kind family experience. That sounds absolutely awesome, right up my street. I would say that I sort of love dark rides and these sort of family rides more than I do a big coaster. I like all the big theming and stuff you get in there. And of course SeaWorld are you know, famous for creating awesome theming and experiences. So it's going to be great to come first hand with penguins in this. You're going to feel like you're in sort of bringing above and below the icy world. And I'm sure the theme is going to be great. You've just seen a few pictures pop up on your screen of that. Looks absolutely awesome. It's got a brand new trackless sort of ride system. The trackless ride system is actually used over for the Ratatouille ride, which is opening at Disneyland Paris for next year in 2014. I know I've done a bit of talking on about that. And it's also been used for some other attractions as well over in America. So it's good to see this new trackless ride system being used. Of course, with any further updates, we'll bring them to you here on Theme Park Worldwide, the show. But that is all for now on Antarctica and King of the Penguins at SeaWorld Orlando. So next up in our Worldwide Theme Park News, we're going to talk to you a little bit about Paramount Park, which is in Murcia in Spain. Now a lot of people who know me outside of YouTube and stuff, they might think that I think this whole sort of Paramount Park thing, it seems a bit too good to be true. Basically, they said they were going to build this park in Murcia in Spain. All these amazing plans. It's going to be, you know, Spain's first true theme park and stuff like this. Have they ever been to Portaventura? I don't know. But yeah, they're going to be putting in this park. And we thought, you know, when's it coming? They laid a bit of tarmac a couple of years ago. And, you know, that's about all that's happened, to be honest. But anyway, we've heard some developments on the Paramount Park. Obviously, just going back to what I said a minute ago there. They also plans to build a park down in Kent as well. So whether that happens or not, we're also going to have to see. But anyway, moving on a bit more seriously. So Paramount Park, they've cleared their final approval and it's free to start construction as soon as they can get vehicles on site. So here we go, you know, it sounds like something's going to happen. It's a large new theme park in Murcia. Many rides, including a selection of coasters and dark rides. You've got a big Titanic experience. That looks like it's probably the best thing at the park, if you like the Titanic movie. Of course, you're going to see this whole Titanic experience. Looks like it's going to be a proper good dark ride and stuff. So there was some plans and stuff released. You just see a couple of pictures on your screen of how it looks at the moment. You see like the flags and stuff, a bit of a tarmac driveway. So not too much is going on down there at the moment. But according to this, we're going to see more stuff happening. So we'll have to see. The same style park was in the plan, as I just said, for down in Kent. But we'll keep you updated on both the Paramount Park investments, what's going on with it. Personally, if you want to know my honest opinion, I can't see too much happening with the one down in Kent. The one in Murcia, at least we have seen a bit of, you know, tarmac and stuff go in, but it's not too much to sort of report on. But I hope we do get it, because we've got our local airport is East Midlands, and they actually do cheap Ryanair flights, so about £9.99 out to Murcia. So if we do, we're going to be getting out to this park for the opening day. I promise you, if it does open, which I doubt it's going to, but you never know. I really should be, you know, not as negative about this project. I'm sure if Paramount were watching this video, they wouldn't be very happy with me. But yeah, if it does actually happen, we'll be out there for the opening day and we'll bring you some live updates. Will that be in like 2025 and I'll be like 30 years old or something? We'll have to see. But that is all from the Paramount project and the Paramount Park in Murcia, Spain. Next up in our worldwide theme park news, going to talk to you a little bit about Disney. Woo! Now everybody loves Disney, and Disney Hong Kong, they've just opened an awesome new ride. It opened just the other day on the 17th of May, and this is Mystic Manor. Now Mystic Manor, there's a picture of it on your screen. Look at that facade. It reminds me a bit of the Haunted Mansion, a bit of sort of Disneyland Paris's version, Phantom Manor, and it's just sort of scrambled together and it looks absolutely awesome. Really do like that. So officially open to the public, it's got some brilliant reviews. Obviously they wanted to have a subtle approach to this because in sort of Hong Kong and stuff they don't have the same sort of, what's the word, sort of appeal for sort of these sort of rides out there, hence why they've not done something like it before, like the Haunted Mansion and stuff. So yeah, this has gone in, Mystic Manor, and wow, look at the facade. It's been inspired by the Castle Mansion, which is in California. So it's had a bit of an American sort of touch, as most of Disney does. And it's going to take you through Mystic Manor. It's got no ghosts like the other mansions. It just features a handful of references to the others. So it's sort of got the Medusa's portrait, conservatory, and sort of loads of moving busts and stuff like that, which we all love. And other references to Disney attractions, they also include several figures directly from the Enchanted Tiki Room and Tribal Axe Room. So it's good to see them sort of bringing that in, but they didn't want to make it too scary as the Chinese and stuff. They didn't want this to be too bad. But yeah, the attraction, it tells the story of Lord Henry Mystic and his monkey Albert, and they've having recently inquired about the Enchanted Music Box. Albert opens the box, brings everything inside the house to life. So it's got a really deep storyline, but also something what you can soon understand as well. And obviously that's also the new trackless ride system, similar to Pooh's Honey Hunt and the 2014 Ratatouille Dark Ride. So it's great to see we're seeing a few of these trackless ride systems and stuff coming out now. Are you going out to Disney Hong Kong? I'd love to visit myself. It looks like a really good park, probably one of my favourites. At the moment my favourite's Paris. I do love the theming and stuff at Paris. I think it's all done in a lot better detail and quality and sort of the rides and stuff, but this does look awesome. If you are going out there, make sure you contact us here on the show. You can follow us on Twitter at ThemeParkWW. There it is at the top of your screen. If you type that in on Twitter, and you'll find us on there, and you can hashtag us as well. Or you can like our Facebook page, just search in your box Theme Park Worldwide. It's all separate words, and apart from worldwide is together, it's not worldwide. A few people have been getting that confused. You can find it there and like our page. Let us know if you've been, any reviews on the Disney attractions, and also what are your favourite Disney parks. Get in contact and we'll mention it in next episode of the show. So finally, in our worldwide theme park news, we're going to talk to you a little bit about the PortAventura water park. Now, obviously over the weekend, they opened their new water slide. A few episodes back, we did bring the show to you from PortAventura and the construction site for the new water slides. And while they're finished, they're now open. So they had sort of a big sort of ceremony and stuff over the weekend on Saturday the 18th. It's Europe's tallest water slide. They've got some body slides and stuff there. We did report on it early in the year that we're going to be putting in the Sesame Street area. That's also happened. And to be fair, that looks really good. It's great to see that happen. It's also gone back to its original name, Costa Caribe. It looks nicely finished off, sort of all the rock work, landscaping. PortAventura are brilliant when it comes to finishing things off right. So it looks good, it fits the Caribbean theme. However, one thing that I was worried about in the last show was the water slide. I'm going to bring you a water slide update, and basically it's not being themed. I'm a bit gutted. PortAventura always make sure they finish stuff off perfectly. Always looks great. However, with this slide, I'm afraid to report, it has actually stayed looking like a monstrosity. I'm not going to lie. When you're stood in Far West and you look over, you're supposed to be in this American sort of town of penitents. Then you look over, you see this big water slide, and yeah, it sort of ruins the feel a bit. Hopefully they might look at that and get it themed. Did they run out of time with the project and stuff? We don't know, but yeah, we'll be out there again later in the year. Not sure when yet, because we've got other parts to go to. but we will let you know, and of course report more on the slide when we've physically seen it in person. But to be fair, we did see it a few weeks ago, and we did think, we were like, yeah, it'll get themed, and it hasn't done. But yeah, if you are going out there, make sure you let us know. The opening ceremony, like I said, looked great. They had sort of big globes. They've had a new song and new theme tune and stuff for the water park. This big show and stuff. So yeah, it looked like a great opening. I'm sure everybody who was there enjoyed it. And I'm sure to the Spanish people who do watch the show, because yes, we do have Spanish people. Hi out there to you guys over in Spain, especially Salu. I always go off subject, don't I? But yeah, hi out there to you guys. And also, we do love what you do at Outpours Aventura. Of course, we'll keep you up to date with everything from the theme parks here on the channel as news as we guess it. So yes, it's time for tip of the show. Now it's emotional. After 12 awesome episodes of Theme Park Worldwide the show, this is the last tip of the show. Oh, but yes, we've got awesome new sections coming up. Also an extended merch paradise, so tune in for that in next week's show. But yeah, it's the last tip of the show. This has been sent in by Matty CCFC9 on YouTube. Thanks for sending that in to you. Make sure you go and check out his channel as well. And his tip is, it's a really good one actually, if you're with a group of people and you're at a park that's got a single rider queue, separately join the queue. So go in as your group and sort of, but when they say, yeah, row one guys, you might even get next to each other, but make sure you do separate and stuff if they do ask you to. Don't start, kicking up a fuss saying, well, I'm in a group of 3, blah, 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 and you're trying to split me up, because that is the idea of a single rider queue. But say you're at a park, what's got a single rider queue, say you're at Port Ventura, and you want to go on Shambhala, but it's got a 2-hour queue, go down the single rider queue in your group, and they'll put you on, and there's a good chance you'll be on it within 10-15 minutes. Obviously that's not guaranteed, depends on the queue, but it gives you a good idea. It will cut the queue time down, definitely, if you do that. The parks don't like to admit that. They always say there's no guarantee, and of course there isn't, but you can sort of judge it yourself when you're an enthusiast, what sort of the queues are going to be like and stuff. But if you're doing that, definitely at Alton Towers, give that a whirl, and the other Merlin parks, because the single rider queues do seem to be a lot quicker. So yeah, that is all for tip of the show. Hope you've enjoyed our 12 tips, and we'll have a brand new section of the show joining us next week here on the channel. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So yes, it's time for Magic Moments, my favourite section of the show. But when I say Magic Moments, this week it should just be Magic Moment. Because yes, we've only had one sent in this week. I've had a few people on Facebook and stuff saying they were going to send them in, but they haven't done just yet. Maybe you didn't just quite catch it in time. Make sure you send them before the Friday, because we tend to film it over the weekend. Obviously we're not live, so we film it just before it goes on. It's all pre-recorded. But make sure you do send some in. We'd love more for next week's show. But this one is to Wilden Oak. Oh yes, it's Wilden Oak, the one and only Henry Hound on Facebook. And he's sent in this picture of him riding Colossus with his dad. There he is on this wonderful 10 looping roller coaster. And there he is enjoying it. Thanks for sending that in to Wilden Oak. And make sure you send in your magic moments to us. You can tweet them at ThemeParkWW. Just send it in the tweet with your picture. You can private message us on Facebook. And also, if you've got me as a friend on Facebook, don't be afraid to just send it over. We'd love to see at least 4 or 5 in next week's show. So I'm relying on you guys on YouTube. Make sure you send them in, and we'll put them in episode 13, which is going to be our Smiler special of Theme Park Worldwide, the show. So yes, hello guys, and it is time for Merch Paradise. So yes, coming up in this Merch Paradise, we've had so many people saying this is their favourite section of the show, apart from the news obviously, and they thought it was really funny, they want to see more. So we're going to be expanding Merch Paradise, showing you a bit more each week. Instead of it being a little section, it's going to get a bit bigger. So this week I'm going to show you 2 of my favourite theme park mugs. Now the first one is going to be this one. And this is the Alton Towers Fireworks mug. It's limited edition. It's from the 5th to the 7th of November 2010. It does actually say there, look, the date of the event. There it is. And on this side, it says limited edition. Now, they're not the 3D pop-out mugs. The normal standard 2D mugs. But yeah, it's a really nice one, that. Picked that up during the event. They were exclusive at the time. Do you like it getting exclusive mugs? So obviously you can't get that one anymore. But they did bring one out last year. I think it was last year they did another one, which is somewhere in my wonderful collection. 112 theme park mugs now, and it keeps rising. So we're going to have to see how many more. I'm hoping to get to about 130, 140 by the end of this year. So that means some more shelves are going to have to go up here in the world of theme parks. Anyway, the next one is this. It's definitely in my top 5 mugs. Look at that. It looks like 13, but it's not. It's 14. For one day, they actually changed the name of 13 at Alton Towers to 14. It was Friday the 13th. They thought, hey, that's unlucky. Big marketing, PR stunts and stuff, because obviously, you know, people are actually coming up to the gates and saying, you know, is 13 closed? Why is 13 closed? You know, and people are like, yeah, 13's closed, but 14's open. And so we really liked that sort of marketing. So yeah, that's the 14 mug. Again, just inside there, limited edition. Stuff like this. Like already, this is 3 years old, you know, so it's starting to get a bit of sort of value behind it. But as they get on and stuff, I'll never sell anything from here, you know. I do get people messaging me actually from watching it. I won't ever sell, so sorry guys. I love my stuff too much. When I'm like 60, I'm still going to be sat there in my armchair, you know, sort of looking at all my merch. But yeah, 14 mug and the Alton Towers Fireworks mug 2010. That is this week's Merch Paradise. Now finally, it is time for this week's shout outs. Now I've had quite a lot of people wishing me happy birthday after last week's dancing around intro and stuff. But yeah, a big thank you to all of you for sending it in. I've had quite a few cards and private messages and email messages and all sorts of stuff being sent in. So yeah, thanks guys for all that and all the comments on last week's show. Really sort of, you know, made me happy, and thanks for sending that in. It made me smile always, so I've been corrected. But yeah, thanks for sending those in. But our other shout outs go to this week. We have our first one to Charlotte. Hello out there to you, thanks for watching. Hello to Neil, hi out there to you. Hello to Emma Taylor, and thanks for watching the show. Harvarshan Kids, he has a shout out every week, he's a regular here on the show. So thanks for watching. Add the Beat, who went to Thorpe Park over the weekend. Hey, had a good time out there and got on the Swarm, one of my favourite coasters. Hello to Dan Cartledge, thanks for watching the show. Not So Magical Fox 99, who does epic roller coaster tycoon recreations in 3. And also recreated the Smiler, so it'd be interesting to see that. Why don't you send in a picture of that as a magic moment? I think you can do, and we'll put it in next week's show. So send that in, and also go and check out his YouTube channel. Hello to Matt Swain, and thanks for sending that in. Hello to the Small Funny Guy 1, who went to Alton Towers over the weekend. Good to see you over there at the park, hope you had a good time. Hello to Dan and Templars, who was at Disneyland Paris this week. I'm so jealous, I'd do anything to be at Disneyland Paris. Well, my ideal week this week, I'd be like Disneyland Paris until Wednesday night, fly back, or get the Eurostar back, and then go to Alton Towers for the Smiler opening. But that isn't going to happen. But yeah, thanks for sending that in. Hello to Ethan Witham, Nathan Hughes, Lee Yates, daughter Emma, whose birthday it was the other week, so happy birthday to you. Thanks for sending that in. We also shared sort of a birthday what was only a few days apart, so yeah, we share our birthdays. How nice. Hello to Tom O'Sullivan, Daniel Taylor, Jake Thompson and Emma Taylor. Thanks for sending in your shout outs and also your magic moments. I want to see more magic moments and more shout outs coming in. We love interaction here on Theme Park Worldwide, so make sure you send them in to us and we'll put them in the next episode of Theme Park Worldwide, the show. So yes, it's that time already, and it's come to the end of episode 12 of Theme Park Worldwide, the show. Our next show will be next Monday on the 27th. It's a Smiler special. It's going to be broadcast from Alton Towers Resort, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. All the latest from the Smiler, we'll be reviewing it, we'll be looking at the merchandise in the shop, we'll be around the ride, we'll be bringing you all sorts of different stuff, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. We're also going to catch up with as much of the general public as we can. Now we understand that a lot of you guys are going to be at Alton Towers on Thursday, so we would, if you'd love to be a part of Theme Park Worldwide, the show, we're going to be around with the camera. Don't be shy, come up to me or any of the people I'm with, you know, and we'll get you on camera saying what you think of the Smiler, put it in our Smiler special show next week. That doesn't mean that we're not going to have any other news, because obviously we're going to bring it to you, but we're going to be mostly based from the Smiler, and also a look at the new Dungeons experience, which is just outside that door, and part of the show from there as well. So make sure you tune in. Now also on Thursday, which is in just 4 days time, and it'll be even less if you've passed it, or it might be past the opening days, so this won't even apply. But yeah, we're going to be bringing live updates on the Twitter page at Theme Park WW and on our Facebook page by searching Theme Park Worldwide. We're going to bring you updates, and also sort of around 3 PM, not guaranteeing a time, around 3 PM on Thursday, we're going to be uploading a full video from the Smiler area, shots of the ride, shots of the queue line, station, stuff like that. And we'll bring it to you here on the channel. It'll be absolutely awesome, and it's the ultimate place to watch the Smiler. Ultimate, that's not the first time I've heard that word associated with Alton Towers. But yeah, it's going to be the ultimate place to watch the ultimate roller coaster, the Smiler, and it's going to be just as good as if you're there. So if you can't make it because it's a weekday, you're at school, you got an exam and stuff, don't worry, we're bringing it all to you here on Theme Park Worldwide and our pages. If you have got exams and stuff, I know a lot of you are going through them at the moment, good luck from us here at Theme Park Worldwide. Hope you do great. We'll tune in on Thursday for our Smiler video, tune in on Friday for Roller Coaster of the Week. Any guesses what that's going to be? Smiler. And also again next Monday for Theme Park Worldwide, the show. Lots of videos coming up throughout the week. Stay tuned. My name's Sean Sandbrook. Like the pages. And that leaves me with one more thing to say. Cue those credits. Bye guys. Have an awesome smiley week.